cheers to that Monday, midday water break. Hello, everybody, and happy Monday. How are we all doing? I would like to start this live by just saying thank you to everybody in San Antonio. The event that I did on Saturday ended up being so massive. It was incredible. Had great conversations, met so many great people, and I put a little tidbit of the most interesting, creative, and exciting idea for a wedding I'd ever heard. You're gonna have to listen to my podcast though, the Lisa Ann Experience, to hear this. If anybody is getting married, knows somebody getting married, I'm telling you, this was the most unique thing I've ever heard somebody do for their wedding. And I got into a conversation with a beautiful woman who had gotten married earlier in the year, went through her wedding album on her phone, and we started talking about that. So that's there. The Lisa Ann Experience new episode will drop on Wednesday. And yes, I just got back from San Antonio yesterday. Had a great event at the Hustler Store. Hello, Taco. Hello, Ricky. Hello, everybody. How are we all doing today? I will be at the Hustler Store in Fort Lauderdale this coming Saturday. That is August 10th. So I will see you all there. Thank you so much. Hello. What are you doing in Portugal, Club Catcher? Are you on a little vacay? I like the sound of this very, very much. I have some notes here because this is how I always organize everything. A ton of index cards. Does anybody else still use them? Thank you for the hair compliments. I just let it dry today because I've been at it since 6 a.m. I had a great workout this morning and I've been working ever since. But I had a couple of things I wanted to run down, so I thought I would remind you all of these here. I am doing a group for mock draft live streams with Roster Watch. So you should follow at Roster Watch. You can go to rosterwatch.com/Lisa and you can download the ultimate draft cheat sheet. Hello, pause the music. What's going on? Yes, I always take notes, Justin. These are my notes for my podcast, okay? I keep them lined up so I don't forget things because there's nothing worse than forgetting recording. Yes, I take notes. So the first live stream is going to be this Thursday at 2 o'clock. That's 2 p.m. Eastern time. And the rest of the live streams will be on Fridays at 2 p.m. Eastern time. The reason we're doing Thursday this week is because Friday I'll be traveling to go to Fort Lauderdale. Hold on one second. We've got some people that need to be blocked. Perfect time for me to say, hey CJ, what's going on? The new book is coming along very well. Very well. I am excited to have Tuesdays are my dig-in day. I take Tuesdays where I really get into it. Like it's all I think about. I'm just trying to get in like a good 5-6 hours on Tuesdays, then trying to tap in 2 hours a day minimum every day, 5 days a week. It's been a little bit harder with travel, but I am loving writing as I always do, and I think you're really going to enjoy this book. Now, this brings me to this person that should just be blocked. Thank you very much for stopping by and giving your thoughts, but they're not what we're talking about here. Celtic hits me right while I have my index cards. Yes, I will be doing 2 more Exoticas. These are going to be my last 2. The dates for them are Edison, New Jersey, October 25th, 26th, and 27th. I will be at the Exotica in DC on December 6th, 7th, and 8th. So those are the last 2 I'm doing, and I have this Hustler Store coming up, Fort Lauderdale. But what I am going to be talking about with the Roster Watch guys is the fact that it is mock draft season and it is draft season. If you play fantasy football and you need somebody to pull your draft order, I am your girl. Ken wants to know if I will go on a date. And Ken, I'm super sorry, but I'm going to block you because I block anybody who wants to date me or do anything like that because it's unrealistic and it lets me know that you might be confused, that you think this is a dating site. And if you even think that you have a chance or whatever the case may be, that's not what this is about. My social media is a space where I get to share my life with everybody. That does not mean I share myself personally one-on-one and date anyone from here. So I understand you had to shoot your shot, but I'm the backboard. And I get so many shots that I just decided I'm just going to start blocking everybody that asks me. So take care, bro. One more down. We lose. They're dropping like flies. This is a non-stop thing. I'm super sorry about it. Happy birthday to somebody who is celebrating a birthday on August 29th. Okay, let's go right here. Okay, so this is not a date. This is not a dating app. This is social media. I mean, it's just a thing, you know. It's not a dating app. So yes, go to rosterwatch.com/Lisa. and I will be doing 4 live streams. So again, the dates for those are this Thursday, August 8th at 2 p.m., Friday, August 16th at 2 p.m., Friday, August 23rd at 2 p.m., and August 30th at 2 p.m. as well. I will make sure I put these in my story. If you're following me on other platforms at The Real Lisa Ann, you will see all of the flyers going out. Someone says, does your book talk about everything in your life? So you may not know that I've already written 2 books. The first book is The Life, and the second book is The Life Back. They're both available on my store, Shop Lisa Ann. And for summer, for the rest of August, I'm offering free shipping. Just use code SUMMERSALE at checkout for free shipping. So also on Amazon, my books are available. There's a little glitch right now. The Life is not available. I was up dealing with this morning. The Life Back was not even available. I fixed that part of it. The Amazon Seller Central Life is so intense. You just get these wild emails and you never know which ones are serious, which ones aren't, until your page is no longer selling your books. Then you know it's serious. So that was my morning. That was how my Monday started. Imagine your Monday starts with knowing that Amazon has shut you out of your seller's account. But fixed on The Life and The Life Back, they're both there. The Life Back, paperback and hard copy are both there. I still have this afternoon to work on getting The Life Back there. If you live outside of the US, I only ship US and Canada. You can also get my books signed from Fans Utopia. So you have those options. So yes, The Life covers my entire life in the industry and retiring in 2015. The Life Back, thank you for the badge. The Life Back covers 2015 to 2020, kind of my next part. And this book is going to be not as much about me, but really what I've witnessed over the 30 years that I've been involved in this space, what I've seen, how I've seen it change society, the sexual trends, all the things that I've watched change, and the dynamic of how the access of the internet has really become something so different. So this book is going to be very different, but you're going to learn a lot from it. It could be really helpful. I would like to have this book be an aid to everybody who is curious about why some things are taking place and why regulations were put in place at one time that are so important to the minds, especially of younger people. This is also going to be a talk on all of the new platforms. Remember, I saw everything from we shot on film when I first started to now going through all the way to the internet. Somebody is putting so many dots that they're like blurring all the rest of your... You get blocked for that because you're not letting me see my other people. You can just put in dot, 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 fill up the whole screen. That's not happening. Okay, so good afternoon, Jimmy. Great to see you in here today. So those are my kind of reminders. I want to wish everybody a happy Monday. I hope you had a great weekend. I wanted to thank everyone who came out to San Antonio and showed some love at the Hustler store. I will be in Fort Lauderdale at the Hustler store this Saturday. This signing is going to be a little later. I'll be there from 6 to 10. The others have been 4 to 8. And this Wednesday, you will be getting a brand new episode of my podcast, The Lisa Ann Experience. Would you write a book about your guild in fantasy football? Ricky, I wrote a chapter about fantasy football in my first book. My second book, I'm super sorry. I had just started when I ended my first book, but there's so many great fantasy sports writers, and it's a good idea, but no, I won't do it. Sorry, I don't want to compete in that space because it's a seasonal thing. So it's always funny when people give me business ideas as if they think I'm not busy enough. Understand that I am always observing. So Ricky, to write a book that is only going to sell in a certain period of time isn't efficient. That book would only be popular to a small demo that plays fantasy football. So with that said, it would be a low selling item, which would leave me with a lot of inventory. So when it comes to business, I am always observing. But every day I get 1,000 guys that come to me. You should do this. You should do this. They email. They help message. They message. Everyone thinks I need suggestions. I'm good, everybody. I've got this. I'm having a great time in life. I'm incredibly busy. I've got my show on SiriusXM called Better Halves with my co-host Brett Raybold, who is so funny. I hope you're following him on social media at Brett Raybold. That's Brett with 1 T. We are in season 3 of Better Halves. You can listen on the SiriusXM app, just searching. Hold on 1 second, I'm gonna stop right there. Just search, or you can listen if you're listening in your car. It's Raw Comedy Channel 99, Better Halves, great show. Okay, so When is your fantasy football draft and who is your first pick? So HawkFan42 said, when is your fantasy football draft and who is your first pick? HawkFan, I am the only commissioner so far that has set up a draft, which is for August 26th, but I'm not sure if I'm keeping that date. So what most of us are doing right now is just getting our leagues to fill. And then once your league fills, you reach out to your league mates and you ask them what dates are best for them. Once you get a date together that everyone syncs with, you set that date as your draft date. From there, who is my first pick? I would need to know what order I'm picking in. And since I can't pull my own Cameo draft orders, I'm going to order from Cameo and have somebody else pull the draft order for my league. Antonio Brown is in the leaderboard right now on Cameo pulling fantasy football drafts. I need to get up there and get him out of that leaderboard. It is a contest this year. Go to cameo.com/TheRealLisaAnn. So I can't really answer those questions for you, but I did already successfully set up my first league of the 3 that I commission. I like to fill one at a time, and this year I'm scrambling them up a bit. Taking some league mates, and I'm hoping to introduce them to new friends by mixing my leagues up and sharing in the competition. So it's making it a lot of fun. Ricky says, good point. Okay, Ricky, so you stop making suggestions. Don't be that guy. I'm good. Let me be. Let me be the free spirit that I am and know that I'm always thinking and I'm always working and I don't need other people handing me other responsibilities, especially when I've already weighed out the pros and cons of the entire business plan, which I write for every single thing that I do. Somebody says small demo. I think it's for fantasy football. Hold on one second. Small demo. Did I lose that one? Small demo on fantasy football. I'm sorry. I think I missed that one. I'm so sorry. Okay, this is not a live that I'm doing with other people, but I just saw my friends at Roster Watch in the room. So I got really, really behind on comments. Really sorry about it. Again, go to rosterwatch.com/Lisa, and we've got our schedule right here this Thursday, August 8th at 2 p.m. Join us for a mock draft. Join us. I will also be putting out some mock drafts on Underdog. You can go to Underdog. When you go into Underdog/Roster Watch as well, because what you're going to want to do is get a little bit of money in your bank so that when I invite you and those leagues are out there, you're able to get into it. For everybody, if you have a mailbag question for me, you can send it to asklisaann@gmail.com. Again, that's asklisaann@gmail.com. And that is the last segment in my podcast every week. My podcast is the Lisa Ann Experience. Oh, why are people doing this today? It's so annoying. I've never had people do this before. It's so weird. This must be a new way to annoy people on Instagram. It is shocking to me that you all keep finding new ways. But what's happening is somebody is going to leave a comment and then they're just hitting dots all the way down so it clears and it fills the whole screen. I can't read anybody else, which is we're not welcoming that in here. We don't need that kind of chaos. I will be putting out the flyers. You're going to know when all of these live streams are. And Tina wants to know what my fetish is. That's a funny question. It could be a good mailbag question, but I don't really have one. I'm super sorry to say. I don't really have anything that gets me going more than one other thing. Boy, there are some. I must have stayed on too long today. Must have stayed on because I'm starting to get a lot of weird things, but no, I don't really have one. I'm a pretty balanced individual. It doesn't need to lean in. Thank you for the hair compliment. I appreciate you. I let it dry because I was busy dealing with Amazon early this morning. I don't have one. I'm super sorry about that. But back to us, Roster Watch this week, Thursday, August 8th at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Join us for a live stream. We're going to be going over mock drafting, and for any of you that want to get into fantasy football, this might be a cool way for you to really learn the basics, right? Just learn the basics, because I think this, being an election year, is a year that everyone should get involved with fantasy football so you don't have to watch the news. Just a suggestion. I think it's a great suggestion. Little wrap up here. We'll be putting that out. Don't forget, download the ultimate draft cheat sheet at RosterWatch. Go to rosterwatch.com/Lisa. I will see you in our live stream on Thursday. Favorite football team is the Dallas Cowboys. Let's see what we can do for CeeDee Lamb and Dak. Hopefully this gets going. We get these contracts done. Oh, just a reminder, I don't private message, okay? So everybody, if you're getting any DMs, they're from a scam account, don't fall for it. And if you've sent me a message, I'm not going to answer it. Super sorry. We talk right here, and it's enough okay? And we talk on my public timelines only. Why would I want to go in a private conversation with a stranger? It's just a weird thing. I don't know why everybody's accepted this as normal, but don't you all have enough friends and people in your life that you know that you can message with, or do you just want to message strangers? Dak will be there this season, but I don't know if Dak will be there next season. It's going to be a very interesting way this plays out, but we also have to see where this season goes. I have seen this birthday message so many times. I don't private message at all. So just to wrap it up, you got last week's episode of my podcast. It's available for you to watch on YouTube at The Real Lisa Ann. You can also listen to the new episode this coming Wednesday. And I've got a guest, and you are going to love this conversation. Subscribe, rate, and review. Helps a podcaster like you wouldn't believe. Don't forget, you've got Cameo Fantasy Football Draft Orders, cameo.com/RealLisaAnn, and also my store, Shop Lisa Ann. You can get your books or 8x10s shipped for free this summer at checkout. Use the code SUMMERSALE. Everybody, thank you very much for being here. I made it through all of the comments, and if you have noticed, my keywords are working out. Yes, there's still people that are able to get through in a strange way, but I am not going to WhatsApp you. I am not on WhatsApp for you. I am not talking to strangers. This is what you get. I give you these lives. I also give you a podcast, lots of content. It's fantasy football season, so to many of you, it will be like I'm speaking something in a foreign language, but you know I love fantasy football. And this August, the entire month, big stuff going on with me and the team at Roster Watch. Don't forget that ultimate draft cheat sheet at rosterwatch.com/Lisa. Everybody, have a great rest of your day. I appreciate all of the suggestions. Now this one, we need a behind the scenes of your podcast. Like, everyone just feels they need to add. And ironically, any woman in my room will relate. It's always men telling women other jobs and careers that they could have. Women don't tell other women that kind of stuff because we know we're busy working and we're minding our own business. But men just feel the way that this is, bro, you think I'm calling you on Instagram, I'm blocking you right now, okay? Block so fast. We don't need the suggestions. Just say hello. Let's talk about things. All those good things. And most importantly, the best thing that's going on right now is fantasy football. So, fantasy football season, somebody's trying to bait me into talking. Oh my gosh, Celtic, I don't want to block you. We had a great chat 10 minutes ago, but you're not going to bait me into politics. You will never bait me into politics or religion. You'll never bait me into talking about things that I was raised. You talk about at your own dinner table. We don't need to tell other people all of our beliefs. We don't need to pull back the curtain on everything. I'll tell you what, if you're gonna make me choose, the choice would be to block you. I don't do meet and greets. I do live events when there's security. Those are the only events that I do, and I have 3 more for the year. I have one coming up this Saturday in Fort Lauderdale at the Hustler store. I have Exotica, which will be in October 25th, 26th in New Jersey. December will be 6th, 7th, and 8th in Virginia. Everybody have a great yesterday. I don't go to the movies. I'm so sorry, Joey. I cannot sit in a dark room with strangers. Sitting in the daylight with these strangers is enough. Imagine being in a dark room, in a shared space, just watching something together. Oh, I save my movies for at home, on airplanes, and other places where I actually get time to sit still. It's been 20 plus years since I've been to a movie theater. Looking forward to a great NFL season. I completely agree. Fantasy football #1 picks. These are all of the things that you all want to know. Well, you're going to have to tune in this Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time as I join Roster Watch for a mock draft live stream. Those of you asking about me being in the business, I retired years ago. Enjoy all of what is there. My new life is here, and I present it to you at least once a week right here on an IG Live. Everything you need to know about me can be found on all of my timelines, which are all the same. At The Real Lisa Ann. Don't fall for imposters. Don't get scammed. I don't private message, and I do not want to go on a date with you. Everybody have a great rest of your day. Don't forget, my favorite NFL team is the Dallas Cowboys, which I said most of the time. Don't forget, do a good deed, okay? And even if it's being less creepy, that is a good deed, okay? And yeah, that's about it for the day. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. New episode of my podcast, Lisa Ann Experience, will be out this Wednesday. Thanks for joining me here. All right, we got a Falcons fan in the house. I'm excited for everybody who is excited for their teams. This becomes the time of the year where we have unlimited banter, which will start this Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time at Roster Watch.